Hey guys, today we're in District 16 Bedok Reservoir area. We're checking out our top floor 3-room unit that is rarely available in this area over here. This is the original condition unit, minutes walk away from the MRT as well as the Bedok Reservoir. So if you're a lover of all things old school or if you're looking to do some crazy renovations, I think this is a home tour you won't want to miss. So let's get started. So remember to watch at the end of this home tour. We'll be sharing 5 BB renovation ideas which you won't want to miss. So let's start with the BB facts. So this is block 712 of Bedok Reservoir Road and the lease start date is 1981, so that puts your balance lease about 57 years and 10 months. So this block consists of 5-room, 4-room and 3-room flats. It's a 12-storey high building with 6 units on each level. We're on the highest floor, a 3-room flat next to a corner unit. So now let's look at the BB floor plan analysis. This is a typical 3-room flat, 731 square feet, 68 square meters. You've got a long area here for your living. Towards the kitchen is where you've got your common bathroom, the master bedroom with its ensuite bathroom, common bedroom, as well as a storeroom. This area of Bedok is known to be very green, very open, very windy, and we're also close to a lot of nature. So there is the Bedok Town Park, there is Siglap Park Connector, and more importantly, there is the Bedok Reservoir Park. And we're 6 to 8 minutes from the Bedok Reservoir Park, where in the immediate vicinity, you've got the Reservoir Village, where you've got coffee shops, various other amenities and eateries. You've got not just 1, but 2 supermarkets. You've got FairPrice as well as Sheng Siong Supermarket. In terms of public transport, you've got Bedok North MRT on the downtown line, that's 8 minutes walk away. 3 stops down is the MacPherson MRT on the Circle Line. We've got lots of business hubs in the MacPherson, Ubi and Paya Lebar area. MRT stops will be where the CBD is at. So for those who drive, you are just minutes away from the PIE. For parents, you'll be pleased to know there are 8 primary schools in this area. You've got Damai Primary School, which is just next door, as well as Yunnan Primary School, both within 1 km. So this area is very convenient in terms of both amenities as well as public transport. So this area is also going to see 2 major transformations. There is the Eastern Integrated Healthcare Campus that is coming up in 2030. This will combine both the General Hospital as well as the community hospital. So for seniors who are living with you, or if you are a senior looking to buy this unit, you won't have to worry about travelling too far to go to doctor or rehab appointments. And the second major transformation that you'll be able to see is the moving of the Paya Lebar airbase. So this is in the works for 2030s onwards, and you'll be expecting to see lots of new life injected in this area because there'll be new generation towns created with lots of jobs, homes and lifestyle options created over in this area. So we think the next few years this area is going to be very lively and you have any shop that you need in a stone's throw away. So once you step foot into the living room, this is where you'll see the current setup. Now it's a 2-seater sofa as well as a TV console table, but you'll realize that there's quite a bit of space on both sides of the living area. In this corner, what you have here is an old sewing machine, but if you want to put in like a piano or even just a play area for your kids, I think that's possible. And at the other side there is a bookshelf over here. If you want to build in cabinets here, I think that's something that you can consider, or even put a sitting area at this end of the living room. So this unit gives many possibilities in terms of the design and the styles that you can go for. So if you want something that is not the usual Scandinavian or industrial look that currently dominates the market, you can lean into the old school vintage look. So for example, the window louvers at the other side, what some people do is they replicate these window louvers into walls and doors to really demarcate the space and keeps the design style consistent. If you take a look down these tiles that are being used for the living room as well as the bedroom, this is something that you probably won't be able to see in today's market. And if you're a lover of vintage, I think you can probably keep them. So as we move deeper into the unit, you will feel this incredible wind that just blows throughout the entire home. So we're north-south facing, which means we've got this crosswind ventilation, and we've also got close proximity to the Bedok Reservoir, so that brings in a lot of breeze throughout the year. So right before we move into the kitchen, you'll also be greeted by this archway. So this is something that is typical of older homes, something that you probably won't be able to see much of these days. So these arches are tiled, which adds a pop of color to the entire house, but also acts as a clear demarcation of space from the living area towards the kitchen. So heading to the kitchen, you'll realize that these blue mosaic tiles that are so rare to see in today's climate because of the workmanship is very expensive. So if the next owner of this place, what you can do is just give a deep wash and let the colors shine. Kitchen here is lined with white tiles, so this is very trendy these days. Current setup of the kitchen is a 4-seater dining table on one side as well as a buffet table on the other side. And in this corner, if you want to build in counter space as well as top and bottom cabinets, I think this will give you plenty of storages for the kitchen. And towards the end of the kitchen, you've got the kitchen basin, the wash basin over here with a refuse chute below, as well as a little little vintage basin over here with a mirror. If you look across, you'll realize that the block before us is actually lower in height. So what this really gives you is an unblocked view of the Bedok Town Park. And if you look down from your kitchen, that's also where you've got a little green area for you to just relax and enjoy the greenery. Towards the end of the kitchen is where you've got a common bathroom. So this has got all that you need with ventilations at the top to keep the space dry. Before we move on to the bedrooms, let's talk a little bit about the numbers. Much of this area is dominated by private condominiums, so there's a low supply of HDB units. Higher floor units that come on the market here tend to get snapped up really quickly. And there's a strong demand for units here because of its proximity to the MRT and other amenities. For lower floor units at the Bedok Reservoir Road, you have options already asking from 378,000 to 390,000, all of these being original condition units as well. The newer blocks at Bedok Reservoir Crescent are asking 580,000 to 600,000 for low to mid-floor renovated units. In the Bedok North Chai Chee area, flats here are slightly older, mostly built in the late 1970s to 1980s, asking ranging from 380,000 to 480,000. And up north, closer to the Tampines West MRT, units here are already asking 430,000 to 450,000 for flats built in the early 1980s. So if you're looking for a unit that's high floor, close to Bedok Reservoir and close to the MRT, I think this just might be the unit that you're looking for. So before we check out the common bedroom, so this is where your storeroom is at. This is quite a bit of space for you to utilize as a study room or just even just a storeroom for you to put in all your things. And just moving into the common bedrooms, as you can see here, no fixtures at all. A huge space for you to just do whatever renovations that you like. This is a single size bed in the current setup, and you can see that there's quite a bit of space in this area of the room. So you want to build in cabinets here, put in a couch, put in a study table, bedside tables. I think that's quite a bit of possibilities you can do with this room. And if you're not a fan of these old school vintage windows, you can change them up for a modern look and install blinds for some privacy. So before we move into the master bedroom, let's talk a little bit about our BB financial analysis. So let's take the scenario of a young couple, both 40 years old, assuming you buy this unit at 438,000 with no COV and you're taking the maximum HDB loan of 80% at a HDB interest rate of 2.6% for the maximum loan tenure of 25 years. That puts your monthly installment at 1,590. A quick note here is that because the flat has a remaining balance lease of 57 years, the maximum HDB loan that you can take will depend on the extent that the remaining lease can cover the youngest buyer to the age of 95. So assuming you are a younger couple and based on your age can only take a maximum HDB loan of 60%, your monthly installment is now at 1,192. But you need to fork out more cash or CPF to cover the remaining 40% of your purchase price. So if you're buying a resale flat, you can also get a family grant of up to 50k for a 3-room flat, or if you're single buying this, you can also get a grant of up to 25k. And if you're living with parents, there's also the proximity housing grant of up to 30k. If you're living near parents, that will be up to 20k. For singles, it will be 15k for those living with parents and 10k for those living near parents. So let's check out the master bedroom. This current setup is a queen size bed, but if you want to opt for a king size bed, quite a bit of space for you to work around with. As you can see here, again, no fixtures in this room. So if you want to build in cabinets here, you can do so at this corner of the bedroom. And there's also a big window at your bedside. So this gives you a view of the Bedok Town Park. So there's quite a bit of wind gushing through this window as well. And this is also where you get your ensuite bathroom. So now let's talk about the 5 BB renovation ideas. So for our first BB renovation idea, what you can do is to create a grand master bedroom. So for older units, your storeroom can actually be knocked down. So this wall can be hacked to create your walk-in wardrobe, and that will give you quite a bit of space to put in cabinets on both sides. Second BB reno idea, if you need a study room in addition to 2 bedrooms, you can use this storeroom as your study space. Create a glass partition over here just to let in more natural light into the room. So for the third BB renovation idea, what you can do is to knock this wall down if you want a bigger living space. So you can combine both the common bedroom as well as this space to make it a longer area for you to put in a longer sofa as well as a big TV. And the fourth BB renovation idea is to cover this place with bifold doors or glass windows just to allow more natural light to come into the room while also allowing the flexibility of using this room for different purposes. Fifth BB reno idea is to create an open concept kitchen. What you can do is to knock this wall down to create a very open space. You can put in a breakfast counter over here, or what you can do is also push out your dining table space, so that gives you quite a bit of space space for your kitchen as well. So thank you for staying to the end of this home tour. If you're looking for a unit in this area, do come and check out ours. We've got the appeal of a top floor unit with unblocked views and breeze throughout the year, original condition for those looking to renovate their dream home, just minutes away from the MRT and other amenities. So if you're keen to find out more, do reach out to our listing managers. Their details are just down below. And as always, do remember to like and subscribe to our bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, so do follow us on that as well. I'm Nicole, bleubricks by PropertyLimBrothers, always happy to show you the place. Various other amenities and eateries, as well as my favourite ice cream brand, Daily Scoop. Good sized bathroom for you to do whatever you want. Let me just say that again. So now let's talk about the 5 BB renovation ideas. Don't walk so fast. I got